need a pre-approval to start home shopping. Correct. That is false. Although it's not required, it has become very commonplace. It used to be, believe it or not, 15, 20 years ago, that you could actually make an offer and you had a certain number of days to actually provide a full pre-approval. Today, the standard is when you actually submit an offer, you are required to present a pre-approval letter. No listing agent will take your offer seriously without a full pre-approval letter showing that you're qualified for that loan. So in order to make an offer, yes, you need a pre-approval. In order to start shopping, looking at homes, no, most agents do not require that for you to start getting a sense of the market and looking at places. But if you want to have your finger on the trigger, ready to purchase something, you do need that pre-approval letter. So why do you need an approval? It basically sets you apart to be able to really present yourself as a real buyer to a listing agent. So what do lenders look at? There's really three things, and I just realized that the acronym here is CIA, so it's nice and easy to remember. It's your credit, your income, and your assets. So they want to know that a lender wants to know you have decent credit, generally over 620. You usually are going to get the best rate if your credit's over 760. Whether it's 761 or 800 generally is not going to make much of a difference. As long as it's over 760, you get the best rates and terms. You need to have the income qualification, and then of course you've got to have some kind of down payment. And we'll talk a little bit about each of those. So on the credit, basically if your score is subpar, there are credit repair agencies out there that take up to about 6 months, even sometimes longer, to get credit up. So it's a good thing to get started on early. It's also a great reason to start that pre-approval process early, so you make sure all your ducks are in a row when you really are ready. When it comes to income, lenders really look at your DTI. That's your debt to income ratio. They want to know that all your monthly obligations, including your mortgage, divided by your monthly gross income, are lower than 40%. Actually, lenders will let you go up to about 43% for conventional financing, and up into the 50s in some cases for FHA. So those are things to consider as you're figuring out what you qualify for. And then finally, your assets. The lender is going to look at your cash and cash equivalents. In many cases, they will include things like 401k funds when it comes to reserve calculations and things like that. So there's a number of different things they look at, but of course, you need assets if you're going to buy a home, right? And your down payment, there's all kinds of options out there. There's down payment assistance programs. Generally speaking, you're going to need somewhere between 3.5% or more of the total purchase price, plus anywhere from about 1 to 5%, depending on the loan, again, in closing costs in order to get a deal done. So what are some of the things that a lender looks at? Of course, they're going to pull credit using your social. They want proof of employment. They do a verification with your employer to make sure that you are employed there. They're going to look at your income, your tax docs, where you live, all that good stuff to make sure that you are fully pre-approved, and an underwriter is going to review all of those things.